Undead Matt, and welcome back to my macabre movie mania. Last time we went deep into the past. Now we're gonna do something a little more recent, a little more gruesome, a little bit more regular. This is The Cabin in the Woods!
Liberate my cabinets. Are you even listening to me?
The Cabin in the Woods is the directorial debut of Drew Goddard, and was written by current nerd pariah Joss Whedon. Joss has described this movie as a love-hate letter to horror movies, as he loves the genre, but hated what it devolved into in the 2000s. The movie was initially set to be released in February of 2010, but was postponed for 3D enhancement. But then, due to MGM filing for bankruptcy, was postponed once again. It was finally released on March 9th of 2012 by Lionsgate Entertainment. The Cabin in the Woods starts with four friends getting ready to go to a cabin in the woods. I know, who would have thought a cabin in the woods would have a cabin in the woods in it? It's crazy. It is your basic, regular, generic horror setup. Five friends in the woods. I've seen this trope, you've seen this trope, we've all seen it a million times.
A giant ball in your father's van? What are you, stoned? Dina, you fetching minx. You have any food?
Now the fact that you all voted for me to talk about this movie makes it kind of hard to talk about it. Because there is an unwritten rule that no one should spoil Cabin in the Woods, and that you should experience it for yourself. But I like to live dangerously. So here's the entire plot of Cabin in the Woods in great detail. Like I said, it starts with friends heading off to a cabin in the woods, but something mysterious and interesting is going on that you're not quite sure what's happening, as there's another plot where it shows people in an underground. And the kids continue to party in said cabin and enjoy themselves and have a good, sexy, fun time. The door to the basement opens and the kids go downstairs to find many different strange artifacts. They would later find out that and of course, that's not just the end of the movie, that's just the beginning of the next part of the movie, as we find out there's more craziness going on when the and then there's that crazy part where all the elevator doors open and all the monsters come out and it's and that was Cabin in the Woods. Such a fantastic movie. Cabin in the Woods made $66.5 million on a $30 million budget and was critically praised. It has an over 90% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Robert Ebert gave it 3 out of 4 stars and is considered one of the best current horror movies to date. I find Cabin in the Woods to be a great send-up of all horror tropes, and the fact that it's a parody, but not a comedy parody, but a horror parody. It's not necessarily funny, but it does shine a light on all the things we've seen normally in horror movies, and makes us consider what the horror genre is all about. It shows great attention to detail, and shows that the fact that this is made with love and care of a genre, rather than to mock it. Everything from the initial setup to the payoff at the end has great depth and interesting details. And with tons of different Easter eggs and fun facts and little nods and hints, this becomes a great movie to watch over and over and over again. I love it on multiple watches. As this movie isn't just about the twist, but the build-up to the twist, and what other little nuggets of fun is built inside.
Oh, shit.
As of right now, Lionsgate has been trying to push Joss to make a sequel to Cabin in the Woods, but he has since refused, saying that he has not planned any sort of sequel and never really planned it to be a franchise. As I could see it, where the way it ends, there isn't really a way to continue this, and it's just a great movie in and of itself without needing to be watered down by future sequels. In the end, Cabin in the Woods is the best horror movie of this decade. I mean, we still got 3 more years to go, but come on. What else is gonna be better than Cabin in the frickin' Woods? Come on. I absolutely love this movie, and it deserves to be on any mantle of any self-respecting horror fans. This appeals to both fans and detractors of horror movies, as the fans can experience a love letter to all the tropes and pointing out the little goofiness of your average horror movie, but still lovingly doing so, and horror detractors can kind of get a glimpse of this horror world as well as a little goof on it. Although, don't be surprised that there's a lot of gore as well. I suggest if you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods, you check it out. And if you have seen it, watch it again, why not? Because it is a fantastic horror movie that I absolutely love and adore. I am Undead Matt, and if you excuse me, I have to feed my merman.
Oh, come on!
Thanks for joining me on another Macabre Movie Mania. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, I hold votes for future episodes on my Twitter page, so make sure you follow me at wizard_Matt so you can get your voice heard for future episodes. Also, check out these 2 videos as they are quite awesome if I do say so myself. Thanks again.